Support for Radio Friends comes from Columbia Healthy Smiles, the dental office of husband and wife team Dr. Batson and Dr. Abe, offering comprehensive and customized care to patients of all ages. Learn more by calling 573-721-9039 or online at www.columbiahealthysmiles.com. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, the first day of November 2023. Where is the year going? Oh, we got JOAN STACK is with us. Good to have you here, Joan.
Yes, it's great to be here.
From the State Historical Society.
That's right.
And Joan is a person that I like to refer to as a walking encyclopedia. It's like all I have to do is ask her a question and the woman comes forth with information that doesn't stop. And that is meant as a real compliment to
well,
you.
Thanks.
What do you want to deal with today?
Well, I want to talk about an exhibit that is already on display. It is called Small Towns, Big Stories, and it's a collaboration with the Journalism School and the Missouri Photo Workshop. And the Missouri Photo Workshop is an interesting thing. It's been going on for 75 years.
75 years?
Yeah, so this is an anniversary exhibit showing off samples of various photos from all of those different years. And so what you have is a group of photojournalists, professionals, who are sent out for a week to do a story in a small Missouri town. And they started in 1949, and it became a model for similar projects all over the United States. But to just capture the essence of that town during that particular moment in time. So it's a really interesting way of looking at Missouri's history. And it's the 125th anniversary of the State Historical Society. So it's a nice bit of serendipity there.
Now, when they were doing the photos of the small towns in Missouri, was it throughout the year, all 4 seasons, or?
No, they would usually, and I'm not sure, this year they just recently finished the week-long thing, and it was in late September. So I'm not sure if it was always in September. It may have usually been in the early fall period, but I'm not sure about that.
But it's something that is done in a limited time period.
Yes.
So you catch the essence of that community during that particular period.
Yeah, so it's a really interesting thing. So they started, the first town they did was Columbia, Missouri. So I actually brought in a photo that was...
But is Columbia considered a small town?
Well, this is 1949.
Okay, I guess it was a small town.
Columbia
then.
was a pretty small town. I mean, when I was growing up, it was 40,000 people, not 100,000 people.
I remember when I came here in 1969, you could go from one part of town to the other part of town in 10 minutes without a problem.
So things have changed a lot.
Yeah, and Highway 63, which is now a big 4-lane highway, was a 2-lane blacktop road.
Yeah.
So do you remember that?
Yeah, and so they actually did Columbia twice in 49 and I believe 59. So, but I don't think they do it now because we've gotten a little bit too big.
Not a small town anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure that whoever comes in will recognize something in either their town or something that moves them. There's a really sad image of a man he's got his dog at the vet's and the dog has to be put to sleep. I mean, they're really moving and powerful images.
Yeah.
Not always happy, but other joyful images. There's another dog image that's a lot more fun. It shows a dog at the vet with a kind of a smile on its face as it looks, and it looks like it's reading the dog chart.
Yeah. So how many small towns were there?
So there are 51 towns covered by the Missouri Photo Workshop and 75 years of photos. So they came back to several of them.
How many photos are on display?
Well, there's 121 photos on display. So it was difficult because they had to pick.
Did you pick?
No. This was the Missouri Photo Workshop folks that made the decisions on which photos they wanted to include.
Oh, it just sounds like it's really, really interesting and touching.
Oh, yeah. And some of the photographers are really quite famous. So it's interesting what they did during the pandemic is the photographers, you had to apply. It's kind of a prestigious thing to get selected.
The town had to apply?
Well, no, the photographers
had to apply.
And unfortunately, they couldn't leave where they were because of the pandemic. So they ended up having a hometown edition. So wherever they were, they took photos there in 2020 or 2021. So there's a few photos like that. So there's one from the Philippines, I think. So
how long will this show be up?
This show will be up through January 2024. So people can come and see it, and we have this event on Saturday, November 4th. So coming
Saturday.
Yeah, and from 1:30 to 3, we'll have a lot of the photo workshop folks will be there. You can talk to the people who are involved with it, and we'll have light refreshments and kind of a grand opening for the public. And free to the public.
So this will be this coming Saturday, November 4th from 1 o'clock.
For 1:30 to 3 o'clock.
1:30 till 3 o'clock at the State Historical Society.
In our art gallery. And if you don't know where we're located, we have two entrances, one with the parking lot off of Locust Street and our front door facing Peace Park on Elm Street.
Yeah.
And we're between 6th and 7th on Elm Street, across from Peace Park.
You brought a couple of pictures along for those watching us. What is this first one I'm holding?
Well, the first one, I believe, is a photograph just of the exhibit, so you get an idea of what it looks like with some of the that's actually some of the
photographers.
Some of the photographers are there, and some of the people who run the workshop. And then the second photograph was actually taken in Columbia in 1949, and I loved this. It was the jury outside the jury room where everybody has put their hat on the table, so it really reflects the time, when everybody wore hats.
Yes. Now you won't see that. You won't see that today.
No.
If you see hats outside a jury, it'll be ballpark hats.
Yeah, that's
ball
right.
caps.
And there was actually a caption associated with it when the photo workshop first produced the image, and it talked about the democratization of the court system. So there are straw hats that indicate agricultural folks as well as tradespeople, and fancier hats, so a variety of different types of hats.
Yeah, that's interesting. I really find the hat photo. You show that again. So this was, what year was this?
1949, and it was in Columbia. So this was at the Boone County Courthouse.
Just outside the jury room.
Yeah.
And those are the hats that were being worn back in 1949. There also looks like there's either a bus driver's hat there or
some sort of tradesperson.
Yeah. Okay, so if you want to see the exhibit, it's up and running now through January.
Yeah.
State Historical Society, and your hours are?
Well, the art gallery is open from 10 to 4:30 on weekdays. Not open on Monday, I should say. And then on Saturday, we are open from 10 to 2.
Okay, and you can go online to shsmo.org for the State Historical Society, or you can Google them.
Thanks.
Joan, thank you so much for being with us. This is your last appearance with us.
Yes.
We're coming to an end here, but it's been a real pleasure getting to know you.
Oh, yes. We had over 20 years.
Yes, and sharing your thoughts. Thank you, Joan.
Well, thank you.
Have yourself a nice day. See you tomorrow.